had you noticed how similar lol is to 101? There are no accidents. Lol. The void can never be entirely void, because it is one. The one can never be entirely one because it is void. They can never be entirely one, nor the other, yet being both, are a state of indeterminacy, the one void. It is that wonderful self-referential indeterminacy that is the source of our being. The one void, itself is neither time nor not time, for it is only one void, nothing else. Yet the fact of its irrefutable being triggers a sequence of logical imperative, one extremely partial result of which is the apparent reality of our experience. Every component of experience has an unbroken logical derivation all the way back to the one void. The experience is the pattern of those relative logical consequences. That logic is in its own hyperdimensional state, itself beyond experience, for it is from within that state that we are experiencing, yet the interaction of pattern creates symbolism that we know as experience. Some often claim from within this realm of limitation that infinity has no end, yet infinity really only means beyond finite, out of range of our experience. It can be confirmed by direct experience, by expanding consciousness beyond the limitations of this realm, that what appears infinite from within, is bounded from a more expansive perception. The totality, while being infinitely infinite, is bounded. At one end, the one void, it is one thing with infinite possible, unexpressed, dimensions. At the other end, where we are, there are infinitely many things, expressed dimensions, ultimately reducing each to a 0 point, a point of no dimensions. Each logical step, from the one void, generates more specific detail, things, which divide the infinite dimensions. Infinite division, eventually results in no dimensions being left to divide, the edge of possibilities. That is, when infinity is infinitely divided, it can be exhausted. All of that was to give perspective to where we live, observing multiple dimensions of possibility through a restrictive lens that allows only 3 dimensions of perception. Thus it is that things appear separate, observed separately, seen sequentially in what we label time. That sequentiality of possibilities already exists outside of time, we just uncover it, a moment at a time, and call it experience. Time is just our sequential experience of the logical imperative, the impulse of that imperative being symbolized as energy and the apparent intent of reality. From within our time-constrained limitation, the indeterminacy of the one void appears to flicker. One void, now you see me, now you don't. 1, 0, 1, lol. Laughter arises when we expect one reality and another is revealed, the punchline, and the mind flicks back and forth between the alternates. Think of what most consistently makes babies laugh: peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. 1, 0, 1, lol. So laughter is a direct inheritance from the one void? Lol.